I don't understand why my trauma feels so much worse at night. During the day, I can push through, but as soon as the evening comes, it's like everything hits me at once.
That's a really important observation. What do you think happens at night that makes it feel different from the daytime?
I guess during the day, I'm distracted. Work, errands, social media, it all keeps me busy. But when I lie down at night, my brain just won't stop. I start overthinking everything.
That makes a lot of sense. Our minds naturally wander when there are fewer distractions. It's like emotions that were pushed aside during the day finally get a chance to surface. But let me ask you this. When your mind starts racing at night, are the thoughts different from what you think about during the day?
Yeah, definitely. It's like my brain goes straight to the worst things. Memories, regrets, fears about the future. It's way more negative at night.
That's a great insight. There's actually a reason for that. When we're tired, our ability to challenge negative thoughts weakens. The brain is more prone to cognitive distortions, like catastrophizing, self-blame, or assuming the worst. Have you noticed that what seems overwhelming at night often feels a bit different in the morning?
Yes. I wake up and think, why was I even stressing about that?
Exactly. That's because at night, without the usual external reality checks, those thoughts feel more intense. And this isn't just about thoughts. It's also about how trauma affects the nervous system. Have you ever felt physically tense or on edge at night, even when there's no real danger?
All the time. My heart races. I feel restless, like my body just won't settle down.
That's because trauma impacts the HPA axis, which controls stress hormones like cortisol. Normally, cortisol levels drop at night so the body can relax. But in trauma survivors, they often stay elevated, keeping the nervous system in a hyper-alert state. So instead of winding down, your body feels like it still needs to be on guard. Does that resonate with your experience?
Yeah, I feel like my body doesn't know how to relax anymore.
That's really common. And this hyperarousal also affects sleep itself. Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night, maybe from a nightmare, feeling completely alert?
Yes. It's like I jolt awake and my heart is racing. I can't just go back to sleep.
That's because trauma can disrupt REM sleep, which is the stage where emotional processing happens. When sleep is fragmented like that, the brain doesn't get to fully process emotions, making nightmares and intrusive thoughts more likely. What do you usually do when that happens?
I grab my phone, scroll through social media, or watch videos to distract myself.
That's understandable. It feels like an easy way to escape the thoughts. But do you think that helps you get back to restful sleep?
Not really. Sometimes I stay up for hours.
Right. And that's part of what keeps the cycle going. Using screens or avoiding sleep might feel like short-term relief, but it actually reinforces the fear of nighttime. Over time, it can lead to avoidance behaviors, where you start dreading sleep altogether. Have you ever felt that?
Yeah. I actually put off going to bed because I don't want to deal with all of this.
That makes a lot of sense. And avoidance can make things feel worse in the long run. But there's another piece to this: our associations with nighttime. For some people, trauma happened in the evening or in the dark. Do you think your body might be associating night with danger?
That actually hit me just now, and my trauma did happen at night. I never thought about how that might still be affecting me.
That's really insightful. Our brains create fear-based associations, so even when the actual danger is gone, the body still reacts as if nighttime means threat. And this ties into something else: feeling alone at night. Have you noticed that distress feels stronger when you're by yourself?
Definitely. Even if I know I have people in my life, at night I feel really alone.
That's because at night, there's a lack of social support cues. No conversations, no outside noise, nothing to remind your brain that you're connected to others. For people with trauma who may already struggle with feelings of disconnection, nighttime can amplify that loneliness. How does that sit with you?
That actually makes so much sense. I never thought of it that way.
It's powerful to recognize these patterns. And now that we understand why trauma feels worse at night, we can work on strategies to make evenings feel safer for you. What do you think would help?
I think I need to stop avoiding sleep and maybe try some relaxation techniques before bed.
That's a great start. We can also introduce grounding techniques, work on shifting negative thought patterns, and help your nervous system feel safe again at night. You're already taking the first step just by noticing these patterns.
Yeah, I feel like I understand myself better now. That actually gives me some hope.
That's exactly what we would like to help you with. You're not stuck in this cycle forever. We can work together to create a new nighttime routine that helps you feel calmer and more in control.